It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. On the Ravens sideline, a look at their head coach. These guys are lowly 2-4 over the last 6 weeks. Running the show across the field, that's the head coach of the Vikings. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Welcome everybody tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here as Jake Bates is going to get this started. And from Minneapolis, we're underway. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally.
And get it to Rasheed Rice, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Raven first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
On first down, here's Dart. Up by Godwin on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. 2nd and 3 now. Let's give it the game here to Chase Brown. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Ravens.
On play action with Dart. Gets it to Juwan Johnson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
18 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
And off here for Miller. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane.
Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And they make the tackle at the 38. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
19 more yards.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
That's another Vikings first
They put
down.
Austin in motion left.
First and 10 at the 19
On the red zone on first. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Second and 10.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
15 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down. First down and goal to go.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings finish up their opening drive. Jalen Wright with a touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Vikings into the nickel for this third down play.
And it's third down.
To the air on third and long. He gets it to Rice. And it's going to get. We've got a challenge from the Vikings here, and they want the officials to take another look.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Vikings get there. They're going to win this one. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. You're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Oh, they're on him, and he's trapped again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Darts looking at this 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 4th and long. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Intended for Xavier Leggett. Incomplete. Coverage by Kalen Bullock.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. Look at that power. Deep left side. It's incomplete, but good awareness. They saw him jump, shot it deep. Now we're going to get this call. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. They'll run here, following the penalty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
4th down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. Number 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Miller. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Completed left side to Thomas. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Rolling on 3rd. Here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Willis Waitman will kick it away. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
He was brought down at the
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Right again. Give him 4 yards there. They only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
He's tackled at
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It takes an impressive amount of strength.
We've got a challenge from the Vikings here, and they want the officials to take another look.
The previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the 1st down. They run it from the gun with Wright. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought to a stop there by the 11th pick in the draft this past spring, Michael Williams.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Takes this in at the 25. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Catch made by Chase Brown. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 10.
Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
That's what an offensive player never wants to see, a defender just waiting for him on the edge. At that point, the play's dead. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Dart. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Third down now, here's Dart. Rolling left, buying some time. Has a man on target to Johnson. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 7.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Ravens crowding their passing lanes. They go into the dime for 3rd down. Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down throw, Lawrence. Well, it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. They won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41.
There's a give for Wright. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. This one gets to the 22. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
We'll air it out on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First down now, ball at the 33. Running behind center with White. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. It's Lawrence. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds Isaac to Slaw. Complete. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly. But the catch moves them to the 48. On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. It's on target to Moore. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Sends this to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. It's so good.
His foray up the middle. That's about 3. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. It's a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On 1st down, here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. To throw, here's Dart. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
So with a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Running it after the penalty. And He works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The option. Here's Brown. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Sit tight. More coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Dart setting in the throw here. It's caught right side by Johnson. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Working now from the gun. He's caught. He's got Brown. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. This play gives us an excellent opportunity, Brock, to talk about how well he sees the field with the ball in his hands, because that was a big part of that touchdown.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a handoff or gets hauled in on a 30-yard throw. The instincts, that's what it is. Instincts with a capital I. And the best running backs in the game today, they've got to do it as a runner, and they got to do it as a receiver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Jump off Popeye's back. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down. And
they've got a man in motion.
To go.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that pass through contact, but you couldn't do it.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 46-yard
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's Dart now. We've got a screen to the running back. He dodged the tackle. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. We've set it down from 37.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. He'll try and run this. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd.
It's a gain of 7.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
at the 31-yard
Pete,
line.
if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
It's a gain of 8. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. It's Week 10, Veterans Day coming up on Tuesday, by the way. We salute all the brave men and women who keep our country safe. This one's for you. Here we go with the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the division champs 5 years running, the Buffalo Bills. And this is Dante Thornton. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep. And this time, it works. And that's a 61-yard touchdown grab. A final look there at the rest of the scores from Week 10 with Cincinnati, Dallas, Kansas City, and Tennessee all on their bye.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's a give inside to right. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
No gain
2nd
on
and
the
10.
play.
Need something
Brings
positive
up
here.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
3rd and long for him here. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. He's going to get this to the opposing 41.
27 yards. And the Vikings first.
Right, running out of the gun. Boyd finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Lawrence working from the gun. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation? Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
There are a couple different ways now. If you can win on the fly route, you can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10.
24. Vikings 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
On play action with Dart. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Third down now. Here's Dart. He gets it to Rice. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Raven 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Dart going to throw again. Dumped off to his running back. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter, it's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Punt team on the field. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Vikings offense and Isaac Tislaw getting set for another look here. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Running right. Here's Wright. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
On play action now. Lawrence buying some time left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. You also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Oh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
will return.
The Ravens and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the second half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. Throwing on first down. It starts. Hits him on the out route. And it's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down.
On first down, here's Dart. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Throw here, third down. The Vikings bring pressure, and they got it. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard
The Vikings offense back to the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a first down.
13 yards on the play. And
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Elliott. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence dumps it off to his running back. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
It's now third and 8.
Running back sent in motion. Third and long, and throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for a big sack.
The Ravens and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. They come in on a little two-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens heading up first and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He finds Brown right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Now Dart. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They're going play action. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Lawrence with it on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's going to keep it this time. Still has some space inside the 35. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual-threat quarterbacks are everywhere, it's not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
Oh, he's going for it again. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here's Lawrence to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Now on the return, here's DK. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end.
17 yards.
A pickup of 17. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Darts out of the shotgun. Jump off caught by his Ben. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
A gain of 12
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
It's another Baltimore 1st down.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and start to push it into Vikings territory. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Dart. Got his man, that's Brown again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Baltimore first down.
The first down carry for Brown. And they drop him after just a yard, 2nd down.
He was brought down by Deontay Banks. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Third and long for him here. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Johnson. A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. But a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, and they're going to take him out for a loss of 2. Dart going to throw again. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Complete to Chris Godwin. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Dart's back to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goals.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the give, it's Miller. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The kick is
that
good.
one right down the middle.
Makes the score.
And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Vikings 17.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one
Joshua
away.
Carty to kick off.
On the return, here comes Austin. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. First call here coming from the shotgun. They go play action. Lawrence. A dangerous throw. He almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 24
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
And the Vikings first down.
Now here he goes on the boot. This is Liggins working the left side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out.
That's another Vikings first down.
First down throw, Lawrence. Getting out to his left. Cut down the field, it's Pitts. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. All right, So the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore running its offense out now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. One play action with Dart. Running left side by Godwin. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
They're going play action. That's caught. It's Godwin again. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Looking inside the red zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. 4th and forever coming up.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Big gain downfield. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lawrence now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
Chris Braswell. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Makes the score.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackles made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Ravens and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. On 1st down, here's Dart. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
A loss of 5 yards.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
From the gun, here's Dart. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Now Dart. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 1.
Looking to throw. That's Godwin with yet another one. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Vikings offense and Isaac Teslaw getting set for another look here. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Lawrence with it on 1st. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Kyle Pitts. A gain of 4.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
6.
Right, he's got Teslaw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings down by 7. He'll look to throw it. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. First down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2.
He run it from the gun to the right. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
the ball carrier. He's taken down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line.
It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's the line he's going to run for it. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20s. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Here he is to throw. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Ravens send receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Brown on the inside give. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Brown again. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. On his own read, here's Riley. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Now, not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime, how do you approach things?
SOS. And I'm not talking desperation, I'm talking about stay on schedule.
Lawrence working from the gun. Lays out left side and gets it. First down from the 42.
13 yards on the play. And the Vikings first.
Here's a give for Wright. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action now, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6 on the play. It's now 3rd down and 7.
We send him left out of the slot. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got his man. This is Austin. Running down the left side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 6. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime.
Ravens 38.
Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess some...
Oh, big interception here. That's Paul Bishop. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They've battled each other all game long, Brock, but the coverage, some of the couple of surprises up their sleeve for this QB, stealing possession there with the pick.
And there's always a look or two, Kate, that doesn't get used much during the game, a way to disguise the coverage and trick those QB's eyes into seeing something that wasn't there. What better spot to break that out than right now in overtime? Right here, right now, like Van Halen used to say.
So it's a win for the Vikings. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.